Okay, so I'm just going to do a update on like my time with the Laurels and just like a rundown of things. First I'm going to start off with the timeline of like getting to the Laurels and getting up to this stage with them. So my referral arrived at the Laurels on the 29th of January this year. It was sent off by my GP about a week before, after like 3 months fighting with him to actually do it correctly. In the end I got him to call the Laurels and confirm like how things should be done. I think I probably made a couple of videos about the whole fiasco. Yeah, so on the 28th of February I had my first contact with the Laurels. I got a letter saying, yes, we haven't received your referral, but there is a long wait. If you would like to speak to a volunteer about things prior to your first referral, then just get in touch. I didn't take them up on this offer because I didn't feel it was necessary, but like I know some people have done, and they did find it quite useful to go there and sort of like scout the place out. So they've not got the added anxiety of being in a new place, not knowing how to get there, what the people will be like, etc. So yeah, that's just with a volunteer and not with an actual psychotherapist. And you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Like, it meant time of work and money, and I just couldn't be bothered. On the 8th of April, I got my letter telling me when my appointment was, who my psychotherapist was, and asking me to call back to confirm the date of the appointment. It took quite a while to get through to them on the phone, but eventually I did, and it was just like, yeah, I've got an appointment, I need to confirm it, it's with so and so at such and such time. So on the 4th of June I arrived at my first appointment. I did a video about it. Basically nothing to worry about, it's just relaxed and informal like it is. I think it seems to get more relaxed and informal every time I go. On the 3rd of September I had my second appointment. There was quite a long wait between my first and my second appointment, because he was his diary was quite full. So I should have actually had my second appointment on the 12th of August, which was 10 weeks after my first, and they aimed for 6 weeks. But as I said, his diary was quite full. Something happened at his end, I don't know what it was, but he had to postpone it for another few weeks, so it was actually 13 weeks later that I had my second appointment, which at the time annoyed me quite a lot, because if you look at their preferred timescale, which is about 6 weeks between appointments, I should have been having a third appointment then. But, you know, time is relative, and now I don't seem like I've missed out that much. You just sort of get over it. So my third appointment should have been on the 12th of August, it was actually on the 3rd of September. And all that seemed to do was make my third appointment come so much quicker. Like, I can't believe I've already had my third appointment because of the time I had to wait between my first and my second. Like, the third appointment came around so quickly. So yeah, my third appointment was on Monday, so that's the 12th of October. And I have now finished my initial assessment phase of the Laurels, which is quite a milestone. Sort of, when he said that in my appointment, that was the first time I really sat there and thought, shit, I'm getting somewhere. So yeah, I'm quite happy about that. That kind of took me aback, really, because I thought I wouldn't feel like I was getting somewhere until I had testosterone, or until at least I'd seen the doctor. So yeah, that was quite weird, I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, I got there an hour and a half early. I normally get there early. I could have got there half an hour early, but I don't trust the trains. And I'm quite glad I did, because there was a couple of delays, but because I have like so long to wait at stations, it never really puts me back, even if I have like say a 7-minute delay or something. The train was so crowded going down, and then on the way back it was just full of arseholes, and yeah, I disliked trains that day. So I went down there, like went to Subway, managed to find my way through town, and like bits of the town that I hadn't been to before, I'm starting to know my way around there now. I went in and was very surprised to find a cat. Apparently they have a cat who comes in occasionally. Haven't really seen him much for the last 6 months, but as the weather got bad, he's come back, and he's called Boris, and he's very lazy. He doesn't really wake up when you stroke him. I went in, we had a laugh, because I went in and went straight to the toilet, because I don't like using the toilet on trains, because I know that when they flush, most of the trains in this country still don't have tanks on them, so when you flush it goes on the floor, and as someone who works on the railway, I don't enjoy it, so I don't want to subject other people to it, or knowing that I may come across my own shit a few days later. So I went straight to the toilet when I got there, which meant that one of the women who worked there, because you have to ring the buzzer to get let in, went looking for me. So I apologised to her, and we had a bit of a laugh about the layout of the building, and then my psychotherapist actually walked through, and he was like, "Oh, sorry I can't see you early, sometimes I do, so I just wanted to get out of the rain, so I thought I'd come and sit in here." He made me a cup of tea, and when he did eventually call me in, we're still drinking our tea and coffee, so it's just like a chat. Again, we went over the stuff that had been said before, made minor corrections, and then it went on to sort of more general stuff like, has anything changed sort of in terms of family or health, confirming that I still wasn't on medication and stuff. Spoke a bit more about my mental health, sort of how I feel now, because we talked about past mental health history, just how I feel these days, whether I'd say I had any anxiety, stuff like that. Then we went on to sort of talk about what the next step is, sort of thing, and he said about how the next doctor's appointment is in roughly 3 months' time. Would I like to see him either before then, or like a lot of people seem to do, is wait until their doctor's appointment's confirmed and they try and arrange it for the same day, just the same travelling time. I said, yeah, that's probably the best idea, and we agreed that if I did need to talk to him, then I'd get in touch. I don't see the point in going for a next appointment with him, and nothing much will change, hopefully, and it cost me 30 quid to get down there, so that's how we left it with him. And he sort of outlined about how things would work, how, like say, at my doctor's appointment they will request blood, they'll write to my GP, and because my GP's new, I've never seen the bloke or woman, I've never stepped foot inside there since I registered. It might be best to discuss whether it will need to be a doctor or just a phlebotomist that does my blood test. But obviously I've got a while to think about that. That's about it really. Literally there was nothing to worry about with the Laurels. At least in terms of the initial assessment. I can't speak for the rest of it. The biggest worry you have is if you have a cat allergy. If you have a cat allergy, just go in the summer when the cat's not around. Yeah, it is so relaxed. It annoys me a bit how relaxed it is, because I'm wanting to go down there and do this important appointment, and I'm getting fucking cups of tea. I get more cups of tea made there than I do at home. Brilliant. For the record, my psychotherapist is Mark Lindsay Early. So if you have him, then he's the only psychotherapist I have ever trusted. So he's fantastic in my opinion. I can't speak for the other therapists obviously because I haven't seen them. That's about it really. Yeah, I will update you in roughly 3 months' time when I find out when my doctor's appointment is. Obviously I'll make videos within this time, but when it's Laurels based appointment video. Okay, see ya.